All right, so starting off in the 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid Limited. This has been such a great car, for real. Like if you're looking for a small, compact, efficient hybrid SUV that's really nice to drive and has honestly just about any feature that you want, this is a solid option. It's no secret that we are big fans of the CRV, the Sport Touring Hybrid CRV that's currently available from Honda. And while that is excellent, man, this gives it a run for its money. This is a really nice surprise from Hyundai. So let's talk about a few things that I really loved about this Tucson. First, let's talk about the hybrid. This is paired with a traditional six-speed automatic transmission, which I was really grateful for. No CVT here, which I think is awesome. This produces 231 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. And those are really nice numbers for this car. This car definitely feels and drives smaller than it is, or maybe actually no, it is that, but somehow what I really think it is that it's more spacious, inside than its outward dimensions would suggest. The CRV definitely, I think, visually looks and feels bigger than this. This does feel more compact, and it feels more agile. And so with that 231 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, it feels good. Like it feels like a really good match for this. And I would say if you were interested in a Tucson, I would certainly recommend that you go for the hybrid. It's only a little bit more money than just the non-hybrid, and you get way better fuel economy and more than 40 more horsepower than with the non-hybrid version. Like it's just a no-brainer. Like go get this. It drives so well. It's so smooth. And that initial torque right off the line with hybrids is always so nice. I love it, love it, love it. I think you'll just really enjoy it. So with that motor comes efficiency. Now this is rated at 35 miles per gallon combined, and in the city and on the highway. So you should be expecting 35 miles per gallon. Unfortunately, that is not quite what I've been experiencing here. And this is about par for the course with most vehicles, especially it seems most hybrids that I test, in that I end up being about 4 to 5 miles per gallon below where the estimates are. And I know you're going to be like, well, you're a journalist, you're driving it hard. No, I'm not one of those journalists who just thrashes the cars. I'm just not interested in that. I just want to drive it as I would normally drive my own car. And so that said, I've driven it to work, I've taken it around town, I've gotten groceries and gone to Costco and done, it's good. I've just done all the normal driving stuff. And now I am just outside of Salt Lake City, Utah, and so that means we're at a little bit of an elevation. And if you can't tell, where I live here in Bountiful, it's definitely one of the more hilly areas in Utah, and so that definitely could be playing into the fuel economy a little bit, but still, over the last 231 miles and week of driving, I've been averaging 31.3 miles per gallon. So, about 4-ish miles per gallon below where the estimates say, but still 31.3 is pretty good. And I think that the CRV might have had it beat by a little bit, but not that much. And again, you don't have to deal with the CVT here. You're dealing with just a normal automatic transmission, which is actually a note on that. It's actually pretty cool. You've got your paddle shifters over here. And what's really nice is when you're downshifting, what it does is it adjusts the regenerative braking, I don't want to say pressure, but the amount of regenerative braking that's occurring. So you can actually turn it all the way off, which I have it now, because regenerative braking sometimes drives me nuts. Or you can adjust it in stages, which is really nice. And so you know, while you're downshifting or going downhill, it'll just regen more back to the battery, which is pretty cool. Another thing that I've really enjoyed about this Tucson is the styling. We got to talk about it. I know it's been a few years, but this styling is still really cool, especially the front grille and these daytime running lights. There's a lot of people who look at this thing. I think people are getting used to it, but I think that they also still, it catches their attention because it's eye-catching. It's cool. Like I love the triangular shape of the lights and the grille, and I think it looks really sharp, and I think so does the rest of the body. I think that whereas the CR-V might be more of the conservative, you know, play it safe kind of approach, this is definitely, I feel like, more forward thinking and more edgy or more sporty. And so, you know, if you're wanting something that doesn't look super traditional and you like the styling, I think give the Tucson a shot. Like, the exterior looks pretty cool. It looks nice. It looks clean. I think it looks better not in white. I always kind of just chuckle a little bit when test cars that are white because, well, it doesn't really show off the lines that well. All right, so here's a little acceleration for you from this stop sign, full foot to the floor. Woo! Oh man, it's so good. Like, that's just great. That hybrid little boost is so nice. So other things that I've really loved about it too is this interior, and this interior I really like. I think for 2025 they've done some really nice updates. I think the screen is super well integrated, and it fits well there, and I like it a lot. It reminds me kind of what Ford has done with the Expedition, but instead they've placed theirs clear forward, where this is perfect, and it rests kind of on this shelf. This shelf has got to be one of my favorite things, and I think they did the same thing in the Santa Cruz. This shelf, I think shelves are so helpful and useful. Like, my wife can put her phone over there, she can put her glasses or whatever. Like, it's just such a brilliant, like, design addition that I really appreciate and I think is really cool. But yeah, the shelf is sweet, and I can't think of any other compact crossover right now that has like a shelf, which I just think it's so cool, and it looks clean, and the screen just, again, kind of just rests on it. And I'm not normally a fan of like these big, just like slab wide screens, but I think it fits and looks really good here. Other things about the interior that I've really enjoyed too, I think these seats are excellent. They're very comfortable. I love that there are still some physical controls here for the radio, for the media, and for the HVAC. Most, the truth is most of the buttons are integrated and, like, you know, touch sensitive, not haptic, but touch sensitive, integrated into the dash. And so still don't love it, but, you know, they're easy to use, and I haven't had a problem with it, and I do appreciate that there are some physical ones. Another thing about the interior that I really like is just this whole center console. There are some buttons up here for your locking diff, your drive modes, auto hold, etc., cameras. But what's really nice is that you've got your wireless charger here, which is an easy place to put your phone, which I'll come back to the charging aspect of it in just a second. But then you've got your cup holders, and makes drinks really easy to grab. Like, I mean, here we are, like, it's just right there. You don't have to reach far. It's not awkward in its positioning. It's just very natural feeling. And then the center cubby is large, and it's deep. You can put, I've had, you know, a bunch of stuff in there just this last week. But maybe the best aspect of this center console is you've got a couple different charging ports down there, but the best thing is below it is this whole storage area underneath. It's pretty accommodating. Like, you could put a bag down there, a purse, you know, just whatever, a bag of goodies, doesn't matter. But I really like that, and I feel like Hyundai has done that in a couple different of their applications. And it's like always really cool, and it's like super useful. So like the shelf, it's like you can tell that Hyundai's like thought through this, and it looks stylish, but it's also like very useful and practical, which is nice. And so another thing about the interior that I've really liked is the back seat. The back seat is really spacious. You can fit 4 full-size adults in here very comfortably. Or you could fit 3 kids in the back just fine. We have 3 kids. One of them is in a rear-facing car seat, which takes up so much room, as in any car seat. I feel like car seats just take up a ton of space. So when we've got her behind me, which I did, by the way, I'm 5'9", and I didn't need to move my seat up at all. But with having her rear-facing car seat behind me, which I still have plenty of leg room. I'm stretched out here, plenty of arm and like shoulder room. Like it wasn't cramped having, you know, the baby's rear-facing car seat behind me at all. And then we had our other kids, you know, in the other 2 seats in the back, in the middle, and then behind my wife, and they were just fine. Like there was no complaints. Granted, we didn't go very far, you know, we just drove around town or downtown or whatever, shorter trips, but even still, there was no complaining. I've definitely been in like tighter back seats. So it's really accommodating, and a really cool feature. I always love this when they do this, and I wish that more manufacturers would, but there's a reclining feature in the back, so you can recline and kind of relax. It's really cool. As far as other things in the interior goes, I appreciate that there are rear air vents for my kids. They're not baking in this 100-degree heat in Salt Lake. And I also love this moonroof. Check this out. This moonroof cover retracts probably faster than any other cover I've seen. Like, boom, it's done. It seems to move at like double, or maybe not quite twice as fast, but it really just takes it back quick, which I really appreciate. And let me put it back all the way again. It truly is panoramic. Like, that is a massive moonroof, and it's really nice for opening up, and like, especially in the evening time, you can, you know, look out and feel the breeze, and it just opens up the car a lot. And it does, like, it's a truly like premium kind of luxury feeling feature. Okay, so aside from all those things, you're probably wondering, like, what are the downsides? Are there any cons to this car? And, you know, maybe there's a couple. And the first one, you know, is, I'm just going to get out of the way. I don't think it's necessarily a con or a negative. It just is subjective, very subjective, and that is the styling. Not everybody's going to love it. I think it's not quite as safe a choice as like the CR-V, for example. Second thing that is, I think, a bit of a con or a negative is, and you can probably tell from the angle of my camera, I tried to kind of show this in this view, but this windshield it seems to come back pretty far, which is fine, like, it's cool. But the problem is it's often exposing this center console directly to the sunlight. And so the problem with that, not just fine, but the problem with that is that you've got your wireless charging pad here, which already gets the phone pretty warm, but then you add in the sun beating in and baking on this, and it really heats up your phone. And I don't know how much charging is going on, but it gets it really warm, and it gets anything else that's up here warm. So if you were to buy this, I would highly recommend getting window tint all the way around, even on the windshield. And I know you're like, oh, I don't want to get window tint on my windshield. Well, no, you can get window tint that is essentially clear on the windshield, but it acts as like a heat rejection. There's a lot of highly advanced films out there now that will like reject so much heat and so much UV radiation that it'll keep the interior way cooler, but also hopefully protect whatever's here in your dash, or not your dash, your center console a little bit more. Other than that, guys, I really don't have any cons or negatives. This is, I think, a solid hit from Hyundai. It's so good. No, I have not experienced the fuel economy that I was expecting, but it's still pretty great. Like, almost 32 miles per gallon, and that's pretty evenly split, like combined driving. I don't think that's anything to really complain about, and I'm pretty happy about it. I hope this helps you guys. If you're looking for a compact crossover, I would definitely recommend, for real, that you go check out the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Just go for the hybrid. Pay the little extra money to get the hybrid, and you'll just be very happy that you did. It's more power, it's great, it's more efficient, more fuel economy, and it's nicer to drive. And if you can, I mean, this limited trim, you've got heated seats and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, you've got the full highway driving assist from Hyundai and Kia, which it's almost self-driving on the highway, honestly. Like, you just kind of have to lightly touch the steering wheel once in a while, and it just kind of takes care of it. And it's really one of the better systems out there. And so I definitely think for this is just over $43,000. It's a solid car, and you get the 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty from Hyundai, and their 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. And so, hard to argue with. And people kind of sometimes wonder like how reliable Hyundais and Kias are. I think that's a thing of the past. I really do. I don't think that Kia would be offering, or Hyundai would be offering, a 10-year warranty on their powertrains if they didn't believe in them. Because think about it, if they weren't reliable and they're on the hook for 10 years or 100,000 miles to take care of your engine, it would bankrupt them. And so I choose to believe that these are going to be really reliable. We had a Kia Telluride for about 4 years, I think it was, and we had zero problems with it. It was a great vehicle, and would recommend the Telluride and really any Hyundai, Kia, Genesis product to anybody. I think go give them a shot. It's excellent. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and please subscribe, comment, let us know if you bought one of these and why you like it and why you bought it, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.